Hello friends, today's video is all about exercises that help improve bone density in the arms or upper extremities. I get questions like this all the time. How do I increase bone density in my wrist? Well, here's the first thing you should know. Don't just focus on your wrist. Osteoporosis is systemic. They only measured this, and that's what you have data on. But we want to build strength through the whole arm, and that's what I'm going to show you today. I'm Dr. Lisa. I'm a physical therapist, and I'm an expert in bone health exercise. And I'm going to show you a number of different ways that you can address this in your body for all levels of ability. So if you like it, leave me a comment down below, share it with a friend, mention it to your neighbor, let others know what is available for support for them. Bone health exercises for the arms can look as simple as this. Holding a moderately heavy weight in both hands where we have to use the muscles that grip the weight. So as I'm squeezing and gripping the weight, the muscles in my forearms are doing a lot of the work. Plus, the muscles in my upper arm are just help stabilizing that weight, and they're working and getting stimulus to the bones as well. This could be just a carry. It could be a farmer's carry where there's weight in both hands, or it could be a suitcase carry where there's weight in one hand at a time. Now, I say this as a core exercise and as a full body strength exercise, but it is absolutely also working the upper extremity by having to grip and hold a heavy weight. Bone health exercise for the arms also looks like any exercise that you do to strengthen the muscles in the upper body. And that could be bicep curls, it could be shoulder presses, it could be lateral flies or lateral raises, it could be tricep kickbacks. But when you're working the muscles in the upper arms and in the lower arms by gripping it, you are getting bone density exercise for the upper body. Pulling motions like this supported heavy row are excellent strengthening exercises for the bones in the upper extremity. But not only that, they strengthen the back also. Pushing motions like this bench press, as well as planks, which is a pushing motion and a weight-bearing motion, and push-ups also are really beneficial for the strength of the upper extremities. Love that loaded weight-bearing activity in that one. Absolutely, you can modify that to do it on a wall, on a countertop, on a chair, and then to the floor when you've built enough strength. Hanging from a bar is also a wonderful way to build grip strength and strengthen the upper extremities. We don't hang at the end very loosely. We hang with pulling our shoulders away from our ears, holding our core tight and our feet together, hanging with control and good, strong grip, building strength in the muscles of the shoulder girdle as we depress the shoulder blades down, building lots of muscle in the forearm and the wrist because of the grip strength necessary for holding onto the bar. Pull-ups are a fantastic upper extremity strength exercise. They're really a full body exercise, but this is one of the best ones you can do to increase bone density in the arms. Modify as needed. We can add impact for the upper extremity just like we do for the lower extremity. So just like we would do a jump for our legs, we can do a bounce off the wall. Landing with a little bit of impact, but noticing that I'm absorbing that by bending my elbows, just like I would a jump and allowing my knees to bend, but I'm still getting impact. You can start with a wall and then you could scale that up to a lower angle for a little bit more force. If you're really strong, you can do that on the floor in a push-up position. You could also just do these alternating hand slaps. Kind of like a heel drop, but a little bit different. Almost like a karate press. Not that I'm trained in karate, I am not. But that's impact for the upper extremity as well. So we covered strength for upper extremity exercises, load, carrying, grip, hanging, all the ways that we use weights in our hands for exercises and impact activities. Same rules for the lower body also apply to the upper body. All right, friends, so you learned a number of different types of upper body strength exercise that can have a huge impact on the bone health in your arms. If you learned something today, please leave me a yes down below so that the YouTube algorithm knows that this is a valuable video to show to other people as well. Now, you also probably want to know, well, how much should I do and how often and what weight? And that really depends on your level of ability and where you're starting. So I'm linking my other video that talks about bone health exercise dose and prescription, and it goes into detail about how often you should do it, at what intensity, meaning what weight should you do, and how many sets and repetitions. I explain it all in that video that covers full body, so not just the arm exercises, but how to incorporate all of that into your strong bones routine. And my YouTube channel has playlists for free for the foundation series for beginners, for complete exercise videos that are moderate intensity. And my website has a wonderful Journey to Fracture Proof webinar where I explain in detail the evidence, the research, and the guidelines for what is the most important action steps that you can take for your osteoporosis diagnosis and how to do it for every level of ability. I thank you for joining me. I hope you found this valuable, and I'll see you next time.